welcome. Um, 1 second, guys. What do you talk about? What do you talk about? Alright, then 2 phone I can't stay right so. Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen, please. Like and share the video. My God, there's so much stories to cover. Man, it's a lot. It is a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lot. Tell you that right now. Wow. Mm. It's good. I think right there is good. Right. Yeah, that's good. Turn on my Bluetooth. But my Bluetooth is already on.
Bluetooth mode.
Give me a second. Please hit the like button. We have Ryan Campbell in the building. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't I just... So... Oh, I didn't pin it. Oh. What up, Ryan? Jay, what up? Salute to you. Appreciate y'all, man. Pulling up, you know what I'm saying? Just turn the camera that away there. This one I can have it a little bit higher. I'm live on both of my platforms. Bolo VNR and Bolo VNR 2.0. It's been a while since I've been on Bolo VNR clips. How y'all doing over there, man? I haven't been live. I need to do this more often. The double streaming with my phone like this. You know, I got nature with me, you know, the mango tree. Yeah. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah, let me. Oh shit, Ryan, you on both of them? Hey Ryan, salute to you, man. Thank you for supporting all of my platforms, man. Appreciate that, man. Oh, by the way, guys, make sure you go sub up to Bolo TBV. Yes. Sub up to Bolo TBV, guys. Make sure I put my donation link on both of the platforms. All right, and yeah, boom, like that. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm not sending out notifications on my WhatsApp anymore. I am hoping that organically you guys pull up. All right, that's what I'm praying for. It's 2:34 in the evening. Stratford Bailey, how you doing? Hola. All right, let's get it. Now, in this one, the Auditor General is the main story. All right, so I'm not going to do that first, obviously. She's the main story. But there's so much to cover. There's so much to cover, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to start. I'm literally just going to start because, man, oh man. Woohoo! As a matter of fact, which one of these was I on a while ago? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm back? Yes, I'm back. Perfect. So we have a lot going on in Jamaica. The other day, Peter Bunting was in Parliament and he challenged Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, that is the Minister of Education, yes, on a particular topic. Well, I guess Mr. Bunting went for some facts and evidence, and it's not favoring her or the
This
government.
morning, it's the 13th, Tuesday the 13th of May.
All right, so I can go to his page because he had posted it. Here we go. Remember this?
On page 21, I believe it is, you have a table showing school repairs. And one of the schools highlighted on Region 5 is Prattville Primary.
Last what's up, my baby?
42 schools you have had a chance to visit. But you will recall, though it was before you were minister, but you were in the Senate here last year, when I drew the attention.
You guys can hear it clearly? Please let me know if you can hear it clearly. Please. All right.
Of the Senate to the plight of the children at Prattville Primary. This was before the hurricane, Beryl, by the way. Water was pouring in through the roof. Water was pouring in through the roof. The building, the structure of the building was rusting away, etc. The electricals were also inundated with water. And you have here, Beryl, of course, displaced the students from the school altogether. You have here that the status of the school is 95% complete, but payments have only been 60%. And what I can tell you that no work has taken place on this school for the last couple months because, as I understand it, the contractor has not been paid. The ministry is way behind on its payments. There's a jail PMP there now, so I assume he's not collecting his salary for nothing. These classrooms were 95% when I visited at the harvest in March, the harvest celebration of the school. 2 months later, we still have the grades 2 to 6 students crammed into the infant department. The students from the infant and grade 1 are still in a church hall. This is almost at the end of the school year. They have been in the church hall for basically the entire school year up to now. They're now contemplating putting those little infants and grade 1 students on remote learning. And as anyone who has had a young child on remote learning, it doesn't work for that age group. Could the minister explain why the contractor hasn't been paid and why the children are being subjected to this unnecessarily, the children of Prattville Primary?
The region has said that they are 95% completed with it and that the majority of the students have now returned to the school, is what I have been told.
But I'm not relying on the technocrats. I have visited that school regularly. I can tell you the grades 2 to 6, up to this morning when you started speaking in the Senate, were still crammed into the infant department. And the infant department and grade 1 were still operating from church hall. And they basically come to the end of their welcome because they've been doing that since September last year. So I'm not relying on third party. I'm giving it to you firsthand. Unpaid.
All right. So
final question.
So Peter Bunting raised that issue in Parliament. You heard Dr. Dana Morris Dixon. She was told, now, if you're a minister of government and you operate the Ministry of Education, when it comes on to the affairs of the children in the Ministry of Education, especially when it has to do with them having the space to learn, if an issue is brought up in Parliament, instead of taking what you have been told, wouldn't it be the best thing to do some type of investigation to make sure that it is not what you're just told, but verify what you're told? Am I being too harsh, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't the government officials being paid 200 to 300% more on their money for quite a while now? You would think something as important as that, she would have not just taken what she was told. However, well, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Bunting is not the type, you know. When he said he went to the school, he went to the school. And he went to the school again. And for those who were maybe trying to suggest that he was a liar or he was just seeking political points, well, Here's the video footage of the school.
Controversy around made an unannounced stop at Bradley Primary this morning. It's the 13th. Made an unannounced stop at Bradley Primary this morning.
See?
It's the 13th, Tuesday the 13th of May. And as you know, there's been a lot of controversy around.
But Lasso, they haven't built a school, but the schools that need refurbishing from a natural disaster, you would think that that would take some type of precedence of priority. But look at this.
A statement I made in the Senate on last Friday. So I'm here at the school. I'm not disrupting anybody. I'm leaving the areas where students are, leaving that side of the school
Clive Duncan, salute.
altogether. And I'm just walking over to the newly refurbished classroom blocks. And here they are, locked up, windows and doors, nothing happening. That's evident. Let's walk downstairs, because I hear there's been a bevy of activity since yesterday. And here we are on the ground floor, still empty, still unoccupied. When we go outside and you see the perspective, you'll realize that this is the major classroom block of the school. What is being occupied now is the infant department, and that's being occupied by grades 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The infant department. So you have less than 2 months to go in the school year, and you've spent the entire school year. These kids, the grade 1 and infant departments have spent the day, and it was literally rusting and crumbling away. Those who have...
Well, Kipling it is. Kipling said it was damaged before burial. I live in Asia. Well, he just confirmed that a while ago, Kipling. The place was damaged before burial. So burial was not the excuse. They don't care about Jamaica. Philip Williams. Trust me, I have to agree.
Attempted to discredit my statement that the ministry was tardy in the payment of the contract at Prattville Primary. Let me just respond to you by saying where I got my information. This is the ministerial statement delivered by Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon in the Senate last Friday.
The man used their own information, and they were denying their own, or allegedly denying their own information. It came out of the same, man, this, you can't make this up, dog. Play that. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Oh my God, you can't make this up.
Of the contract at Prattville Primary. Let me just respond to you by saying where I got my information. This is the ministerial statement delivered by Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon in the Senate last Friday. And clearly it shows in a table that's titled 2025-26 Carried Forward Maintenance Projects. They have Prattville Primary, proposed renovation to 2-story classroom block to include re-roofing and structural repairs. Contract sum $29.6 million Jamaican dollars. Expenditure to date $18 million, or approximately 60% of the total contract sum. Status 95% complete. So this is the source they're now attempting to dispute. The minister's own statement, which I assume her information was provided by the technocrats at her ministry. Here are some 2x4s.
So basically, he used their own data. He just read the data and pointed out, wait a minute, but you guys owe the contractors. And he was like, no, you know they are. Yeah. Man, this is sad.
Here are some partitions made from 2x4s and what appears to be plywood. There's no shortage of that in Jamaica. You can see for yourself. And let your eyes tell you the truth, regardless of what they're telling you. And we will continue.
Oh, sorry, my bad, y'all. Continue to do the work, my boss.
Presentation on behalf of the school community of Prattville Primary and on behalf of the citizens of South Manchester. Thank you. Made an unannounced stop at Prattville Primary.
Prattville Primary Infant School. So all the lies and narrative that this government tends to want to put out there is being exposed on a daily basis. It's really sad. It's a little shameful, actually. Yeah, it's really bad, man. All right, but this is a different Twitter account. Yo, can you guys tap up the screen and get me to 50 likes? Give me a second. I need to send myself another piece of information. I'm back. I know you missed me. I'm back. I know you missed me. At Bolo VNR 2.0. Samuel Lang. Jerry Wagwan Jerry. The government are full of Alice. We're tired of them. That's one new one. That one is a new one. The government is full of Alice. Last some coin that one, ladies and gentlemen. The government is full of Alice. Alright, Jerry Sadler, big up. Alright. I lost some people there, which is unfortunate. I did tell them that I will soon come back. Hopefully they find me back. Alright. Yes. Do I want to go there? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. This. Everybody needs to hear this, especially Andrew Onis and him followers. Listen to this.
I got into politics. I'm going to tell you the truth. I got into politics because I truly believe our political system is broken. I truly believe our political system needs some fixing. Too much you hear about corrupt politicians and nothing happen. Too much you hear about politicians who take away poor people money and none of them reach in jail. The Labour Party going to change that. That's why we're bringing in impeachment. To fix those corrupt politicians. You can't pay the people money and not do the work. When I go around Southwest St. Elizabeth and I see so many communities still without running water, my heart pains me. In 2016, you should have water flowing.
Them now fix themselves last some. Me agree with him still. Me agree with him. Fly Green he not get canned. He is a con. He didn't get canned. If you end up in a one situation where You thought that, yo, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. And then when you go there, you realize the people that you actually wanted to fight against was the ones that you were with. You know, you leave from amongst them, man. You don't stay there. There's no excuses. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, say I can't crack us back or something like that. You know, really normal like with me, they thinking of Jamaica or something, alright? Guys, if you're not yet subscribed to the platform, what you waiting on, man? Go ahead and subscribe to the platform, man. Hit that notification bell and click all so you can get all notifications, alright? Alright. We're gonna go here first.
News, here's what we have in the bulletin. Driver of illegal... Up first this afternoon, the driver of the ill-fated illegal taxi, which claimed the lives of two Lennon High School students, has accepted responsibility. Kerome Wint pleaded guilty before the Clarendon Parish Court on Tuesday. Wint is charged with causing death by dangerous driving, driving without a road license, and having no insurance coverage. The 34-year-old resident of Moko in the parish was arrested following the motor vehicle crash, which led to the deaths of Jodian Lodge and Richard Toller, students of Lennon High. The students were passengers in Wint's vehicle, which collided with a Toyota Probox, a registered public passenger vehicle. The police say Wint was operating an illegal taxi. He is expected to be sentenced next week. The Negril Fire Brigade is once again without an emergency vehicle, sparking concerns among stakeholders. O'Shane Masters has that story.
The Negril Fire Brigade is under renewed scrutiny following the crash of its second ambulance, intensifying concerns over
Negril Fire Brigade ambulance crashed. We have an ambulance problem in Jamaica already, you know, especially when it comes to public use. The one that we have to pay for, I already have a problem. I'm just saying.
Medical services in the resort town. Commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Stuart Beckford, says the ambulance was on its way back to the fire station minutes after 11 a.m. on Tuesday when it collided head-on with a Toyota minivan along the Sheffield Main Road.
This ambulance now being out of service, it means that the division of Westmoreland will be operating with one less ambulance. This no doubt will put a strain on our ability to respond to.
President of the Negril Chamber of Commerce, Elaine Allen Bradley, says the recurring accidents have raised questions about the management and operation of emergency service vehicles.
I am very concerned for our people in Negril because if we have, I don't know why the ambulances are being written off so quickly or readily. Is it to say that the drivers of the ambulances are not expert? Accidents do happen, but why Negril has been having so many ambulances written off? So they're...
You know, this lady is asking some critical questions. I wonder if the road have something to do with it and the driver them. Very interesting.
Must be something with the competencies. Negril is a tourist resort and it cannot do without an ambulance.
Other stakeholders in the resort town are also concerned.
We have gone through about 4 or 5
So maybe have rat infestation. No Negril ambulance problem. No, like I share the video, please. Double tap the screen with your fingers like this. You know, like when you do TikTok. Yeah, man.
In the last, 10 years in Negril, and that's...
Is it that I have 11 people that watch me all the time, and I have 40 something plus people that never seen my videos before? Listen, indulge me on Bolo VNR 2.0. The people that are watching me right now, do you not understand English? Or is it that it's the first time you're watching me? If it's the first time you're watching me, put a 1 in the chat. Just put a 1, please. This is a social experiment. Real black woman, first time seeing in the chat. So you probably is a 1. Alright. Under Andrew, everything is a problem. Him salt up the country with him corrupt self. Them come legalize Obia and pollute the good country. Talk up the things them last some. Talk up the things them bononos. Talk up the things them. Understand? Anyway.
quite a lot. I believe that the ambulance drivers need some serious training, how to do emergency training, because if this is going to continue to happen, then I don't think the authorities can keep up with buying too much more.
MP caretaker.
Wow. So wow, that's crazy. So much ambulance in a Negrilla crash that the man must say this. Wow, man. That is wow. That is very, very interesting. Honestly, I don't like this one. This one is a little bit unstable. Let me just use this. Gonna be a little bit higher, but it makes sense. Let me hear what caretaker say.
MP caretaker for Western Westmoreland, Ian Hale, says despite the ambulance crashing yesterday, there needs to be speed in getting back an ambulance in the space.
I'm calling on the Minister of Health. I'm calling on the Minister of Local Government. I'm calling on the authority. I'm calling on the government. Please ensure that Negril gets an ambulance. It is critical and it is vitally important. We don't want to lose any of our citizens, not one whatsoever.
Shane Masters, TVJ News.
Still in Negril, thousands of gallons of water continue to be wasted due to a broken main in front of the Negril fire station. Stakeholders are upset.
So hold on. No, this is all right. Oh, everything. Hey, him really sad in the last some. Andrew is really sad. Everything I go wrong in our country. So in Negril people them not have no ambulance, or then shot one less ambulance, which them need the ambulance. It's a tourist area. So you have visitors outside of the regular population. So you know say them here they need to even be for people more with more ambulance. Now the man have water waste, and people have water in them pipe in Jamaica. And water waste. No, this serious, brother. How much people in West have water in them pipe? You watch all of my videos them on YouTube and I like as me come on, okay? Thank you so much, real black woman. That is a real black woman that I support. Those are the real black women out there. Big up yourself. The word is love. But no, a whole heap of people have water in Jamaica. Why? People? I just the news me I go through still, you know. we never did plan for this.
Upset that the situation has been left unattended amid the water shortages in the resort town. Halshin Burke reports.
A ruptured water main in front of the Negril fire station has deepened the public frustration over worsening water infrastructure in the resort town, which continues to face chronic supply shortages. Our news team was told that...
So the road already no good. And this water we are waste, not only is water wasting, but it's eroding the road even more. You know, every time I think about Andrew, I think about brother in the Bible where they refuse to listen and did stubborn and the whole kingdom just fall down. Achoo.
Thousands of gallons of water have been wasting at the location as it has not been addressed for weeks. PNP caretaker for Western Westmoreland, Ian Hales, says the wastage is of great concern as several areas are without water.
And to see the amount...
You know, one of the things that is ironic about this situation, it is happening in front of the fire station. You cannot make this up. Literally, this water is wasting. Thousands of gallons of water is wasting right in front of the Negril fire station. That's, man, boy, the irony.
At the location, as it has not been addressed for weeks. PNP caretaker for Western Westmoreland, Ian Hales, says the wastage is of great concern as several areas are without water.
And to see the amount of water in front of the fire station now for days without the situation not remedied by the National Water Commission, it's just disappointing. I think when our people needs water, and at this time to see the water running on the roadway, it's a problem, and it is something that has to be addressed. I'm calling on the authority, the NWC, the Minister of Water, and the President of the NWC. We have to create a better mechanism, something that is efficient in ensuring that we can deal with water situation when we have water main leaks across the country.
Hotelier Penny Hill says there are other areas where there are leaks in Negril, particularly along the West End stretch. He says there needs to be checks and balances.
You see the survey, the workmen pass every day, and they just look at it and drive past it. I don't know who is giving who the authority to do what. But I believe there needs to be some kind of checks and balance as to when they come out in the morning, what they're supposed to do from what they're not supposed to do. Because something's definitely not kosher with NWC.
In the meantime, Communication Manager at the NWC, Delano Williams, says the Commission has taken note of the broken water main and says it will be addressed in short order. Hal Shane Burke, TVJ News.
Member of Parliament for St. James Southern Homer Davis is firing back at recent criticisms made by the People's National Party General Secretary regarding the Cornwall Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project. The MP says the opposition is quick to point fingers but silent when it comes to acknowledging the sacrifices of the nation's healthcare workers.
With work still underway at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, criticism has been mounting, particularly from PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, who recently accused the government of gross mismanagement of the multi-million-dollar rehabilitation project. But MP for St. James Southern, Homer Davis, is pushing back.
You know what hurt me? When I hear some people.
You know, so from what the JLP people in earth. Vaz come out hurt. I don't know who this man is, but him hurt too. The truth hurty, man. The truth hurty. From the other day, you don't notice how them hurt. My God, the truth hurt, brother. Rough. Last some, it rough out upon them. How that? Sassy did that? Can't see it's a good or Sassy 81. How try? Sassy 81, what's up? No, sir. Them hurt.
Davis is pushing back.
You know what hurt me? When I hear some people come to this parish and all them are talk about and them are cost Cornwall Regional Hospital. They're not top cost Cornwall Regional Hospital. And let me say to you, the doctors and the nurses and the other staff that works at the hospital is doing a fantastic job under the circumstances.
He acknowledged.
You know, that point is so... What's his point? Me a search for your point because I don't understand. Dr. Dayton Campbell did not criticize the workers. Dr. Dayton Campbell is criticizing the fact that the hospital don't refurbish yet. The fact that the money was $2 billion and then it went to multiple amount of billions over how much years now them are doing it and it can't finish. Dr. Dayton Campbell is not attacking the workers. When you say that they are doing a fantastic job under the circumstances, you are making Dr. Campbell's point. It's the circumstances he's talking about, sir. No, hold on, you know. I don't think him that bright. Who give microphone for talk? No, him don't bright. What is he talking about? That point is a pointless point in making. You're making Mr. Dr. Dayton Campbell's point.
Fantastic job.
Hey, you know, so me have one of them. What they call them something here? Yeah, that. What they call that? You have hen and you have cock. This folia love them ear, my general. Every time I do my live, you know, you fall come near me, you know. Rooster, thank you very much, Errol and Mary Lizzie. Right now, prison too good for them damn criminal. Velma and Janet walk. Hey, if me love lost someone more time, hey, would that be a crime? That's something. Hey, me too love lost some yeah, man. What are they? No, sir. Last time. rooster want his voice to be heard. Oh my God, these are the part of the lives that you can't get nowhere else. This is so original. Woo! Oh, no, sir. Hey, me say the rooster every time I go like the rooster. Yo, John Star. Hey, somebody that is in my group, please share the live in the group and make them know some live, because I could not do it here. Velma, how you doing, love? No, sir. Me can't take no more. This too much. Me head hurt me. Woo, me have to calm down. That laugh is too good. The rooster want him voice to be heard, yeah, man. Wait, so we must engage the rooster more and he like. Hey, I'm going to take one picture of the rooster, and anytime I go live out here, so I make sure say the rooster dip on the poster, so you know say it's Bolo and the rooster. Anyway, I'm move on. Yo, but I'm ready in honest still.
Fantastic job under the circumstances.
He acknowledged that the restoration of Cornwall Regional Hospital has taken longer than expected, but
that's what Mr. What is going on, bro? Why is this man upset? Why hurt him say man I tell the truth? And then you have to acknowledge the truth. That's what Mr. Dayton Campbell was saying, bro. Who's made
argued that the government remains committed to completing the project in full and ensuring it meets modern standards.
So the government is committed in completing the project in full. They can complete it in full and still rob up money. We ask, sir, they can complete it in full and still siphon off money and put in them pocket. Corruption is what we are very mindful of in this situation, sir. And any well-thinking person, any well-thinking individual or citizen of any country that is experiencing this similar situation where a project is taking too much time. Alright, say for instance the project was supposed to cost $2 billion and there was an extra billion added to it because of the length of time. It wouldn't be so bad enough. But it's multiple billions of dollars. How much billions of dollars? Alright, let me Google it. Hold on. Let me Google it. Hold on. Cornwall Regional Hospital estimated price for refurbishing. $10.5 billion. The latest, it has gone into double figures, ladies and gentlemen. From 2.5 billion to 10.5 billion. Total estimated cost for project is 13 billion. Listen me now, man. Listen me now. Oh, this brother I need to come down. Just go sit on one side, Bridget. I am mad man.
Committed to completing the project in full and ensuring it meets modern standards. He says criticism should not come at the expense of those on the front lines.
Any one of us could get sick tonight, original the whole we are run go.
So who is criticizing the people in the hospital? Am I missing something? Did Dr. Dayton Campbell criticize the people in the hospital? Did he? Did he criticize the nurses or is he criticizing the government?
We now know where else to go. We can't go private hospital.
You're making the point of Dr. Dayton Campbell. The local people don't have nowhere else to go, sir. That's why the urgency of the hospital being opened up is of top priority. You're making his point. Listen, this man anger should be pointed at his own government, not Dr. Dayton Campbell. Hi, how you doing, Nora? Not Dr. Dayton Campbell, sir. I'm sorry. Your energy is misplaced. You need to put your energy, this energy that you have right here, so towards the people that are responsible, which is your government, Christopher Tufton and Andrew Ones for this situation to regulate. Me don't know when they say name. What am I say?
We can go to private hospital, and even when you go
Homer Davis, Homer.
to the private hospital, they must send you back original because of them have the better doctors up there.
Hence, Mr. Davis says,
Our Cornwall original, we must defend it, and your government is making sure that on completion of what they are doing will be the
MP of St. James Southern.
best medical facilities that you can find anywhere in the Caribbean.
the corner.
They were at open their mouth up pure crap come out. They are not. Hey,
Original hospital project, which began in 2017, has faced delays and budget adjustments. The government says it expects major phases of the work to be completed by the end of this year. O'Shane Masters, TVJ News.
this bad enough.
Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Moy Crawford, is being taken to task over comments that she repaired 35 roads in her constituency. Councillors at the Mandeville Municipal Corporation are demanding answers about which
They say my old police, my old thief. Lord of mercy. So last time you know in file. Sir, and I mean, say here. People in the comment section.
the roads were rehabilitated under. Details in this report. Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Moy Crawford, has declared that she has repaired 35 roads in her constituency, 6 of them being fully rehabilitated. At the recent meeting of the Mandeville Municipal Corporation, Councillor for the Knockpatrick Division, Carl Smith, raised concern. Mr. Smith questioned whether the work was being done under the Spark or REACH program, arguing that either way there are issues.
I'm wondering if this council is aware or can give us any update as to which program that road is being fixed or patched under. Because my knowledge and what is being said is that the Sparks program should be total rehabilitation of the road to include water and drainage.
Our news centre also obtained videos of some of the roads in question, further outlining the concerns.
The Member of Parliament, Rhoda Crawford, has Sunset listed as one of her roads to be fixed under the Sparks program. We want to know if it is Sunset Boulevard, Sunset Drive, Sunset Crescent, Sunset Close, or Sunset Avenue. Which is it?
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Mandeville Municipal Corporation and candidate for the Manchester Central constituency seat, Donovan Mitchell, thinks Ms. Crawford's action may represent a breach of protocol regarding approval for the work done.
To name the parish council, the municipal corporation roads that she has fixed, which agency fixed them, and when they were fixed, and if she got approval from the corporation to fix those roads. We get letters from NWC for the Sparks roads. We don't get from MPs that thing. So there's a protocol. The municipal corporation cannot fix a road for NWC without we getting approval from them. So why do other people want to do otherwise?
Hey!
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz announced that Clarendon will be among other parishes to benefit from the new rural school bus transportation system. Mr. Vaz made the revelation at the recent launch of the community electrification project.
I have received the schedule from the Ministry of Education, which is like the first 100 buses where they will go. Parishes. All of it will be done by the Ministry of Education in terms of the regional office, the schools, the routes and all of that. JUTC will operate. And I can say that from the first schedule that I've gotten, there are 9 school buses that are to come to Clarendon for September.
It's time for a break. Stay with us more.
You mean it's same September when no more government no there again? September 3rd. And that is September they matter about. I wonder if they might call the election. Hey! Carried one, baby. Hey! Whoa! So, Rhoda, you fixed 35 road. You did run it. You did run it through the municipality. Did you go about it the way you're supposed to go about it, or did you outdo Mr. Richard Hassan? The same Hassan where Andrew Owens did say is a dark day in government and he want to sit beside him in a parliament. So I wonder if Andrew will sit beside you. But then again, it is alleged that, you know what, let me not go there. Me just say, Rhoda. Me don't know. Something will go on with you. 35 road. And you don't get no approval, allegedly, I think I snap. So would I love to hear from Rhoda? Rhoda come forward now. I'm more banger in the party, you know, people. Hey, I bet you want to hear Rhoda come forward. You need some of my mango. Watch your mango then green. See there? You can see it? Green mango, see there? There's a mango in the ripe yet. I don't even know what kind of mango they make. Hey, there's a mango you hype too. A number? And string in a one? A 2, 3 beside one another. Oh my God. Number and stringy, people. Number and stringy. You say? Derail vase. Oh, you know what? I can't stand there. Waste of time. What school bus? That's what I'm saying, man. I'm chipped. Rhoda.
It's time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return.
Man, we have break from Uno. Alright, next story I know. About time for a break. From Uno we have break. Anyway. Female teacher attacked. Yes, that one here.
Most teachers at Kingston High School on Friday. An attack on a female teacher at Kingston High School on Friday resulted in the suspension of classes on Monday. Now, while students turned up for classes today, the teachers were locked in a meeting to discuss the way forward. Our reporter Kirk Wright went to the school.
Most teachers stayed away from school on Monday to register their disapproval with the frequent attacks on them by students. The most recent was on Friday when a grade 7 boy attacked a female teacher during class time. Our sources say the 7th grader had her pinned down with his knee in her stomach before she was rescued by a male teacher. The school's chairman dismissed that she was pinned down, but confirmed that
at Kingston High School on Friday resulted in the suspension of classes on Monday. Now, while students turned up for classes today, the teachers were locked in a meeting to discuss the way forward. Our reporter Kirk Wright went to the school.
Most teachers stayed away from school on Monday to register their disapproval with the frequent attacks on them by students. The most recent was on Friday when a grade 7 boy attacked a female teacher during class time. Our sources say the 7th grader had her pinned down with his knee in her stomach before she was rescued by a male teacher. The school's chairman dismissed that she was pinned down, but confirmed the attack.
I can confirm that on Friday we had an incident that involved a teacher and a student. It was, there was some violence involved. The teacher was pummeled by the student. The administration got involved. They contained the situation. They separated, they removed students from the area. It was almost at the end of school day.
A memo yesterday from the principal, Jermaine Lutin, gave insight on the possible low teacher turnout on Monday. In short, it says the low turnout may be related to the serious attack on the female teacher on Friday. It reads, quote, "This is part of a troubling increase in similar incidents, particularly involving students in grades."
Well, last some says Andrew Owens' fault why they pitting them a behave so because he take out discipline out of school. Who agree? If you don't agree with Lassom, you don't type agree. Again, until Lassom say it's Andrew Owens' fault Why the people them a behave like this in a school? Because him take out cap punishment out of school. If you no type agree, if you no agree, type agree. If you no disagree, tell me why you no agree. Alright? Because she don't tell you why she thinks the kids are behave so. So if you disagree, tell me no and tell me why. Let's continue.
7 through to 9. It also stated that many staff members have expressed concern and frustration with the growing indiscipline and lack of respect shown by some students. An early morning meeting was held at the school today with members of the school board, the education officer, principal, and members of the academic staff. The meeting started a little after 7 and ended sometime after 11. Our sources say the teachers were passionate when expressing their grievances with the frequent attacks. We learned that the attacks range from serious
frequent attacks. Last time I might be onto something.
threats, verbal and physical, to the students throwing water and paper on teachers. The chairman says the school has a fairly good process of dealing with indiscipline, but that sometimes situations escalate.
We've had a couple of incidents of teachers being involved with students in physical confrontations. Physical confrontations. We've had a couple more than we used to have in the recent past.
They managed to reach an agreement.
We are acknowledging that they know that there have been increases in the tensions we have inside the school. They also feel that they need to be protected because they feel that with these escalations, then there's a tendency that they could become violent and more violent. So they've asked what it is that we can do to improve their own protection in the classroom. We talk about resourcing officers, we have to hire new security guards, those kinds of things.
The principal says repairing the school's perimeter fence can also add to the school community feeling more secure. But he says there are still some good things happening at the school.
Our incoming cohort of students are basically not functioning at their level, but we have a robust literacy program. We have used music, we have used drumming to curb some of those behavior. We have entered students in the JCDC festivals. We have had our internal spelling bee competitions. We have had students entered in visual arts competitions, something that is going to get them back on track. But we are known for our robust literacy program.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
You sound like Andrew. Or robust. You sound like Andrew, man. Andrew favorite word that you know, robust.
A 150 is not here when you come out and a stop sharing water. Can you believe one? I say no man. You did a bad man, the police mean and none. Me have to come make you know what is happening in our country. Can you believe me people that NWC decided not to share any more water quality data with KSAMC? Huh?
You can't believe that. Boy, I don't know what going on in Jamaica still, you know. Who trust NWC? You don't trust NWC? Do you guys now trust NWC? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Because we see in the tourist area, not even tourist area, them not safe. Me afraid. No, I'm literally afraid. Water is something that's like water is my element. I think a lack of water or good water, no. I need fresh running water. Nah. I can't do it. I cannot do it, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it. But where is it? Un momento. Me not drink pipe water neither. Only give me a second. Don't move. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I told y'all not to move now. Told y'all not to move. Alright, where's that thing? There we go.
As some councillors, as some of you may have heard, a report aired recently on one radio station claiming that the KSAMC owes the National Water Commission approximately $150 million in outstanding bills tied to multiple KSAMC properties. Let me first be clear. This is not a debt that started under this administration. We inherited an outstanding.
Please let them know the debt that the KSMC or the KSAMC has to Water Commission, the how much millions of dollars, did not start under the PMP mayor. All right? They inherited it. Let it be clear. Talk to them, Marcy. Talk to them.
Councillors, as some of you may have heard, a report aired recently on one radio station claiming that the KSAMC owes the National Water Commission approximately $150 million in outstanding bills tied to multiple KSAMC properties. Let me first be clear. This is not a debt that started under this administration. We inherited an outstanding balance when we took office last year. Since the claim came to my attention, I have directed the CEO to establish a team to properly investigate the claim. This team will engage the National Water Commission directly to verify the accuracy of the figures, and where that is confirmed, agreed on a structured plan to resolve it.
You know, I really admire how Mayor Swaby goes about his business. He's very thorough. I see why Mark Golding put him in that position to go for that position. He's very thorough. You heard what he said? The claims were made that we owe them this. So what is the approach? Let us verify the claims. How accurate are they that we owe that amount of money? Let's do an investigation. And then where it is now acknowledged, yo, these three is always fighting over some damn butterfly or something. That's the daughter, the daughter of the two of them. And you have the hen and the rooster. They are always fighting. As soon as the daughter puts it down, here comes the mother and the rooster. Lord of mercy. Oh no. She ain't trying to share nothing too. Mean? Rooster give up. Anyway. So yeah, they're going to go for them business. Yeah, man. I'm not going about in the business now. Sure, man. But you know my ears. And them come up here back, you know. Mind the pussy them, you know. Because them pussy low, them pussy dangerous, you know. Them wild pussy. Anyway. So that is a solid approach. Find out if the claims are true and then create a plan to pay the money, you know, such and such time. And this is why the KSAMC needs to collect the money that is owed to them by companies for different things, which has been there has been some tardiness in that area that Mayor Swaby has highlighted. But let's continue. Let's hear what's happening with the NWC. All of a sudden, no, NWC about themselves.
Preliminary investigation into this matter revealed that 130 million of the 151 million is attributed to a property on Pitchan Street operated by the KSAMC. The KSAMC has a private arrangement and has been trucking water to this facility for over 5 years. But let me also say this.
A private arrangement trucking water to the facility for over 5 years. Interesting.
It is quite interesting that this matter only came to light after we raised concerns in this council about the accuracy and transparency of water quality data provided by NWC just a week ago. Prior to that, during my first 100-day listening tour, we engaged openly with stakeholders, including the National Water Commission, in frank discussions. At no time was any mention made of outstanding debt, not a word. However, since the Council passed a resolution on the matter of water quality, the NWC has not attended the Public Health and Sanitation Committee meetings and has since formally indicated that they will no longer be providing water quality results to the corporation.
All right, big up.
No, I'm not making any accusation, but I do believe it's worth asking whether this sudden public focus on the KSAMC alleged debt is purely coincidental.
So, NWC never have no problem with KSAMC in them first 100 days, and now them have problem. Ain't that something? Oh man. Lordy Doddy. Lordy Doddy.
No labor right now. He needs to come down now, Jamaica. Million debt owed by the thief. No one government. Unless a tricksters and you only say do all of this for you vote him in and then him go pass every blouse and skirt thing. Don't be fooled, Jamaica. You can't say attack for the person want to know. Hey. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. My wisdom warriors, take a look at this.
Years ago, we never had no perimeter road. 10 years ago, Jamaican life never so nice.
I have to give it to the Labour right members them. Them have a way of render me speechless with nonsense. You ever try to process something that's not processable? When they speak, this is what happens to me. So the mayor of Mobile, we have a rat-infested city taken over by rats, is boasting about road. Road. Let me play that back. Hold on.
10 years ago, Jamaican life never so nice.
So, according to the mayor, perimeter road, them never did have 10 years ago. And Jamaica life, Jamaica never so nice 10 years ago. How old is the mayor? How old is the mayor of Mobile? I come like them and take them them MP, them a take them people from out of high school and I give them position in the government, you know. How old is the mayor of Montego Bay, Jamaica? Councillor Richard Vernon sworn in as 34-year-old. You know, so when I best time in Jamaica are between 1990 and early 2000. If you don't agree, type agree. What you say? Time him talk, him go catch the rat them and control the leptospirosis. Bolt is not in Montego Bay anymore. It's now Ratto Bay. It's Ratto Bay. Hey, mommy. Yeah, elder. You wouldn't say outside of the early years then when the dollar did kind of stronger. Before the 80s when the dollar did kind of stronger. So my best time in Jamaica in 1990, between 1990 and early 2000. 90s. The best time in Jamaica, 1990s, early 2000. And it's not even close. Man, I talk about road. Remember say PJ Pattis and Mr. Infrastructure, you know. What you say? I wish you hear that. Oh, so that are still 90s. That are almost a entire 90s them. Yeah, man, 1990s, man. 1990s a pinnacle time in Jamaica, man. It dollar this strong. Better than USA. Yeah, it better than USA. Early 90s, 2000. Not a joke. $100 mummy say for full of Charlie them time there. $100 Jamaican. Full up of food. $100, you know? Remember only $20? You remember the $20 bill? You remember the $20 bill? And we have one good $50 bill too. We have one good $50 bill them time there. Yes. You remember the $50 bill? Them time them a young boy. But when me used to go to primary school, me remember having my little money. You remember the $10 bill? The blue note? Yes. I tell you, the money they used to strong. The money they used to strong. You know me have to give my mother credit. Mother is an economic mind, you know. Mother know if you save money. You know, when me I go to primary school, mother said the dollar when I get like weaker. So you see, not rich enough. So what my mother used to do, my mother used to get money for go to school, same way obviously, but it's not the type of money for you go buy no food. My mother used to make sandwich, and at the time they was still like a lunch pan. Hey, listen to me now, man. Hey, last some, them time the man still like a lunch pan. You know? Man still like carry lunch pan them days there. What you say? And you son me go to school. You pick them where I buy them chicken at school. When them see me come in with my sandwich, them in a man, them I say, yo, watch you not trade. Hey, me end up there more food than everybody else. Cause them love my mother sandwich. No, me still eat my sandwich. No, me not agree all of my things. No, me I tell you that straight. But me I tell you, me get a variety of food because my sandwich them my mother sandwich them up. And cake on them something my mother bake. Hey, when my mother go in baking, so nothing good. You understand? Then time my mother when I cook with love. Mother not cook with no love no more. Then time when they love kitchen. I don't love kitchen again. I'm tired of kitchen. When I say Bolo, did you have the metal box lunch pan? No man, the plastic one man. They have the metal one. I plastic one me they have. Suzette, what go on? It's a Bolo. I used to use pound and penny going to school. Jamaica dollar was worth more than US. Then I eat me a talk about my general. I eat me a talk about. Brother. Early 90s. I best time. Yes, last some. True. Yeah, man. Homegrown food make me strong, man. No joke about that. Homegrown food. Them the day when we go to school. Me used to walk to school car. Me used to live close to my primary school. So me used to walk. As a matter of fact, one of my grade 4 primary school teacher used to live close to me too. You can just imagine, all me. Hey, couldn't get no trouble if me didn't want to get trouble. I don't want to get trouble, but couldn't get no trouble. My mother people, man, cause my mother just make my mother people, man, a teacher them, everybody went so far. They have the eye power way. Everywhere we go, we are sore. We look, you can't see we 1 mile away. We can't do nothing wrong on the road. I'm going to think people used to go back and say, boy, you're pretty them nice though. They don't get no trouble. Them discipline. And my mother feel proud and some moment lift up her chest. Yes, I grow them good. Yo! Remember me tell you, I don't joke, a serious thing. No bad news if I go back to my mother. But none away on the road. When I got primary school, they're mad. I must want to go to high school start get bad. I want to come back in a place from left high school. And when they in our upper team, then the time they know we play basketball and this. You understand? Vanessa, we are dealing. Just a look at history story. But I just say, 1990s, my general, early 90s. Just a going in the 90s. I best time in Jamaica going into early 2000s. I don't know what this money I talk about. Bring back them there, they know. Bring back them there, they know. Me know say every Jamaican will experience them the time there. Bring back them days they know when the dollar did strong. Education, we did at the peak our education system. We students they used to produce spelling bee everything. Yo, them the days there are some of the wickedest school challenge because they can't think about Pitney bright. You know what to I food, you know? The food did better. The food did better in them days there. Pitney used to get up a morning time and actually them parents used to cook breakfast for them. Then they give them cheese sticks. You understand me? I say fruits on the side and them something there. As such Jamaica did stay. The nourishment did better. So the Pitney them used to function better at school. Me always say my mother talk about fish. Mother used to start incorporate fish now with that because I say, oh, listen me now man, we don't need the brain food. Some mother used to say the brain food. Yeah. Not now go on now, brother. What you talk about a madness? Not now go on now. Them a pick their wish then they'd live it back in a them that time when a mother. And the one that we a mother now big up on herself. But me just say, there's no comparison to now than then. When them a pick me off, get feed now a bag juice and biscuit and them something there. Them nah cook no meal, give them in a shot pan. As a matter of fact, if one pick a shot pan go to school, them things to them uncool. Yo, I go to school with my shit pan, well proud, you know. What me say, when Pitney did the forward Pitney, them, you know, them people, the Pitney where them have them own car and them have them business and so. Them not no time for them. And then just give them one bag of money for go to school, them rich people Pitney there. And my box lunch them day in a year. You remember good, me one sandwich, me I cut in a 2, and me I get 2 different good pieces of what them have in a my plate, in a my box lunch. What you say? Them are this man not ready at all about. For that best time in 1990. Yo, bring me back, dog. Bring me back. Richard Vernon, hey, come down. You're not ready. You're not ready. Me hear him, I say. Me hear him, I say.
Yo,
So him saying talk about performance and this government run by Andrew Jones I get the third term. That's all they go say. Somebody have an empty barrel.
My wisdom word.
But then again, when they look for the crowd and them just them are the yay crowd, you know, so we don't really expect no better. That's the yay crowd. You know what I mean? Anyway, we could get in a substantive issue, ladies and gentlemen. Lord have mercy. Ah, what a bam bam. What a bam bam. Bam bam bidam bam bam. What a bam bam. I know this one. Or the observer there. Lord have mercy. Is this? Oh no. This must be it. Yeah, this must be it. No. Millions missing rather. Millions missing rather company. You know what's funny? Auditor General says millions missing fertilizer. Auditor General. Oh crap. Me have everything queue up in a man. I'll find it fast too. I'll find it fast. Fret not thyself, you see?
My opponent as 7,000 bags
Millions
of
in fertilizers go untraced, yeah. That one. Millions in fertilizers go untraced. Millions in fertilizers go untraced. You know what? What kind of turn on? A turn on a location, bro. To enough. Oh, this one. Observer. Latest news. You know, me not like. We need some type of link with the news article, them, you know. Cause every time. Anyway, distraction. So with the article there, with it. Why we can't find the article? Why the article so far? With the article there with the Auditor General. Them money not easy, man. I'm like, you observer. You know what? I'm calm down. That the article for the front and center, brother. All of them are news outside of that the article there. Even relevant. Wow. Did they take down the article? I saw the article earlier. So where is it now? You gotta be kidding me. You're kidding me, right? Yo, that's insane. That's actually insane. I just the Gleaner alone. I have a problem with the Gleaner, you know. The Gleaner hide the article because they want you to sign up with them. So you can't read them. And that it really pisses me off. I can't deal with the Gleaner. Alright, see it. Let me see if it's open up. And you know what I did too? I screenshot the article, you know. That's how I know so the article actually is like there. See it? Auditor General Pamela Monroe is standing by findings of a performance management audit of the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, rather, that the agency breached procurement guidelines based on investigation carried out by her office. They breached procurement guidelines. You know, always hear them talk about procurement. They breached the procurement guidelines, right? Based on investigation carried out by her office on its management of the Farm Road Rehabilitation Program, FRRP, from 2014 to 2019. According to the findings of the report, which was tabled in Parliament in October, the authority's process of selecting contractors was not always transparent and competitive. Damn. The auditor said that of the 112 road rehabilitation contracts valued 1.6 billion that were reviewed, rather used the local competitive bidding methodology for only 4 contracts valued at $90.8 billion. Conversely, rather utilized the limit tender methodology for 75 contracts valuing 1.04 billion, the report said. So hold on there. Hey! See the discrepancy now, people. Here is the bangarang. Here is the madness. The Auditor General said that of the 112 road rehabilitation contracts valued at 1.6 billion that were reviewed, rather use the local competitive bidding methodology for only 4 contracts. 4 contracts that was valued at 90.8 million. Remember, you know. 4 contracts, 90.8 million. That's almost $100 million. 4 contracts. Conversely, rather utilized the limit tender methodology for 75 contracts valuing 1.04 billion. 75. So 1.4 billion is 1,000 million dollars. I go do the maths, you know. We like maths. Maths give context. $1,000 million. That is 1.04, right? That's all? So 1.04 would be 1,040 million. 1,040 million. All right. Divide that by 75. Why the flyer don't move on, go, man? So those contracts, those 75 contracts per average would be $13.8 million. Zine, 13.8 million. For the 4 contracts, them now, 90.8 divided by 4. 90.8 million divided by 4. 22 million. 22 million. 22 million is both. It's more than 13 million for sure. That's quite a significantly higher amount for those 4 contracts. All right. It says here, Monroe Ellis said Rada was unable to indicate the basis of which contractors were pre-selected for an invitation to bid on road rehabilitation contracts. Furthermore, she outlined that in 6 instances, wait a minute. No, I gotta find this. In 6 instances, Rada used the limited tender methodology to award contracts valuing $129.8 million, despite the procurement guidelines not being met, thereby denying other qualified contractors the opportunity to participate in the procurement process. So them friend them. Just ask. At yesterday's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, at Garden House, Chief Executive Officer of RADA, Peter Thompson, explained that the contracts were put to tender at one value, but the responses returned at higher values, from which the lowest bidder were selected. I know, right? The lowest bidder were selected. But the auditor said, I had not been advised of the estimation provided by Mr. Thomas here this morning, but the findings as it remains there was a breach unless Mr. Thomas can provide evidence of the contrary. He says, I know that the heads of the agencies oftentimes can provide an explanation which may appear reasonable, but it is my responsibility to point out that there are breaches, and even where I may think it's reasonable, I cannot take it on myself to accept it, because then I become complicit. So the Auditor General is doing our job, ladies and gentlemen. I will love her for it. Continue, please, Mrs. Monroe Ellis. I'll be called on to provide an explanation alongside the proprietors of the act, added Monroe Ellis. The probe also found that RADA utilized the direct procurement and emergency methodologies for 33 contracts valuing $520.93 million. Although the allowed circumstances permitting, where is that? Although the allowed circumstances permitted, hey, I need to find this article. Pamela Monroe. I need to find this article in the Observer. Pamela Monroe Ellis, of the Observer. Some part I cut out with the screenshot. Shit. Mm. 4 years ago today. Look at them take it down. Look at the Observer take it down. I can't believe this. Well. I'm not going to say I can't believe it. I shouldn't be surprised, should I? That is the Observer, isn't it? Who will I mainstream media them as a matter of fact? Who boy them just corner on the regional hospital? I now get the fullness of the article because rather employees plead guilty to fertilizer theft. When was that? What? That can't be. What's the date on these? It's a 2009. Total of $40 million worth of fertilizer. Oh, a long time sitting up.
What?
Not even on them Facebook when I see article. Did they scrub the article, y'all? Damn. Yo, me no want think that, me no want say it. That's why me I search your article. Where is the article for this particular story from the Observer? Me already screenshot the article, me just cannot see, and there's some parts of it that I cannot see on the screenshot that is cut out. But where is the original on the website? Where is it? Why would they take it down? This don't make no sense. It depends on the cleaner anyway, so why would they take it down? Come like the man who revise the article. Damn. Yo, me I scroll down you a 2 day ago this night. Nah, I gone too far back. Nah, B. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Anyway, what me did reach? Oh yeah, me did pass this up. This part right here. Emergency procurement methodologies were not met. Tender evaluation reports for 112 contract examine no evidence, rather assess bidder to determine whether they met the minimum qualifying criteria in compliance with the instructions to bidders and procurement guidelines. The auditor report said, we noted that RADA's due diligence process related to the selection of contractors was limited to the validity of the tax compliance certified, and the National Contracts Commission and selection was based on lowest bid. Rather did not provide any evidence in it conducted pre-qualification exercise of potential bidders for limited tender contracts. The report stated amongst the reasons cited by RADA were budgetary allocations for the Farm Road Rehabilitation Program before the end of hold on. Before the end of what? Before the end of the financial year, and the impact of land slippages and deterioration of road services due to continuous rainfall. The agency also said the selected contracts was already mobilized and engaged on similar projects in the parish or neighboring parishes, and that the contractors possessed the necessary expertise and capabilities to perform the work satisfactorily and within the budget. I don't know, man. This is not what I'm looking for. Mm-mm. I wanted to read it to you, but I guess I'll have to go back to this. Big up the people them on Bolo VNR 2.0. Yeah.
Between 2019 and 2020 subscribers, pledging to enhance agriculture productivity, food security, income generation, foreign exchange earnings, and rural development. This very same audit was tabled in the House of Parliament on Tuesday. According to the special audit between 2019 and 2023, over 11,000 bags of fertilizers valued approximately 54 million and procured under a bilateral agreement with the Kingdom of Morocco were distributed through the MPs. RADA indicated that despite repeated requests, MPs did not submit distribution sheets detailing recipients. RADA could not provide proof that the fertilizer reached legitimate farmers or that proper measures were followed. Monroe Ellis also added that the veracity of the distribution process was further compromised as extension officers responsible for assessing the needs of farmers were not involved in the process, and that RADA's accountable officer is legally responsible for the management of public assets, including the Moroccan fertilizer, and should have implemented proper control over its distribution, regardless of whether the process was carried out by RADA or the MPs. And so who remember at one point where I believe it was Gensec Dayton Campbell who was on the scene at one point in Westmoreland where there were trucks distributing fertilizers. And when we hear some of the farmers coming out to saying that they did not get any assistance from this government, even after the whole burial, can we really blame them? And the question that should follow, where are the fertilizers? What have the MPs done with the fertilizer?
My opponent, Elviga Francis, for the White House division, one truckload of fertilizer. This is what taxpayers' money is doing. This is not delivered to RADA, this is delivered to our personal business place.
My labor right people them are you guys okay with this? That's how I'm off it out because the comrades have been very clear. We're not really work with no corruption. We want to be transparent. We are literally like Mark Golding and the PMP does not have any room for skullduggery when they form the next government. And that's how that's gonna benefit all of us. You understand? Corruption does not help our economy. It does not help our youth. It breeds crime. And it brings up the death toll. You understand? Sorry, excuse me. So right now, this story speaks for itself. You know. And there's more to come. It is my belief that there's more to come. We have not seen anything yet. One whole truck of fertilizer delivered to your business place as an MP. That the government money, our tax dollars, the Jamaican tax dollars, was used to buy. And there's people out there that are screaming a third term. You know, sometimes I listen to Pastor Peter Chambers back in the day. I'm gonna say back in the day, I mean last year. And at first, what he was saying, me as a person was sorry for people. Well, go on, Patrick. I'm a person that's sorry for people. Where did it happen? Well, according to this video, hold on, let me listen to it again. Hold on. It was last year discovered.
With the first.
This is not delivered to RADA. This is delivered to our personal business place. It's our business place. One truckload of fertilizer that's supposed to be delivered to RADA has been delivered to our business place. Straight to Desmond McKenzie. May Desmond McKenzie see this. Desmond McKenzie see this. This represent. Straight to Desmond McKenzie.
Hold on. Let Floyd Green and Andrew Holness know that this is not how taxpayers' money is supposed to be spent, and they know that I will not stop until this is exposed fully.
And make them know that this is what Desmond McKenzie must come and talk about. This is what Desmond McKenzie must pay attention to.
She's right there.
And so we have it here. The Auditor General's Department has done the audit, and millions of fertilizers are without proper tracing. Remember also that it was this very same audit department that revealed to us, the Jamaican people, that there were $3 trillion unaccounted for over various sectors. What says you all about this so far, ABR family? Moving right along, following Delano Seabright, who announced on Good Friday of his intention of campaigning for the North Central St. Andrew seat on the JLP ticket, have since recently paused his campaign. And so we heard that he was offered allegedly another seat, and that announcement from Delano is not sitting well with the JLP supporters in that constituency. We know the sitting MP to be Carl Samuda, who wanted his successor to be Delano Seabright. And so there's protest on the way. The residents or the Jamaica Labour Party supporter of that constituency is telling Andrew Holness and Chan to know where they are do. They want Delano Seabright, and if it's not Delano Seabright, then they will not cast their vote in this upcoming general election.
Stand still. Election day if we don't get him. Because him we say, and him we want. Delegates supposed to speak. Nobody not supposed to just pushing somebody power we saw. And that me say.
So what message you have for the Prime Minister and Dr. Chan?
Well, do the right thing. Them supposed to do the right thing. Make the delegates speak. You understand? Make them do the right thing, because we are march guy Belmont Road if we don't get the land. No vote!
Dr. Chang said that them are trying to have no selection in IC. They don't want to vote. You know, if we can be divisive, we can.
No vote, no divide, no seat. Well, then no country and no go on wrong. So what make a yes so? Because they must sabotage the man. Sabotage the man. And that's not right. They must sabotage the man, and that's not right. Let the people them speak. You see? Show. One Delano Seabright. Nobody else. Him alone we know. We don't know nobody else. Delegate speak. We don't know nobody else. Show a labor right. We not switch. Yeah. We are still right, yes, sir. Yeah. I'm not coming when I vote. See, I'm sorry.
How long are you right now?
You understand me? I vote nearly, me a 63, about 40 years now, me a vote or more. And a labor right me vote for. Win, draw, lose, labor right.
Okay.
So, Prime Minister, go ahead, do. Mind you lose, not Central St. Andrew seat. Mind where you do, Prime Minister. All right.
ABR family, is it safe to say trouble dede? We have been watching the internal strife going on in the Jamaica Labour Party's camp, and we are here looking on at the shenanigans at the Bangarang that is taking place, and we are less than 6 months away from this general election to come. What says you in the comment section, ABR family? Let us reason. Maybe here for the take. Don't forget to like.
Big up ABR News. Man. The report tabled in Parliament on Tuesday also revealed shortcomings in how RADA allocate resources under the PIP. Very interesting, yeah. Can you say corruption? We just want the labor then tell me in the comment section if this is acceptable to them. Clover Ball Grove. You know, YouTube is such a beautiful thing where those types of comments that you make, they don't show it. I am the administrator, and some of my mods can look at it and let it show. But what you have earned yourself is a ticket off my platform by disrespecting. Disrespect will not be tolerated. I'm not losing sleep over what you said. But more often, no, I go on the labor at them still. For this, them accept. Why you guys get so angry with the truth? You know? Why you get so angry with the truth? Truth is something you should use to, you know, benefit you so you can grow from it. Well, you guys are very angry about the truth. That's what that's one of the things I realize. You know, it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. JLP supporters are fully dunce. The economy of truth is blind acceptance. The enemy of truth is blind acceptance. I said the economy of truth. Lord of mercy. Liars are always angry with the truth. Yep. And them always try to use the most colorful wordings to try and write. That's what I noticed about them, you know. We got CW in the building. You say what? Andrew them robbed Jamaica and left, right, and center blind. Why them are people under spell, brethren? Them are people are not just blind, them are under spell. Cause me not for the life of me, I can't understand why them don't say trouble did it. Me not gonna lie to you, know. Me not gonna lie to you, know. A lot of these things I was not aware of before. So it takes me some time to process them. But on the surface level of all of it, this is blatant corruption, guys. There's no sugarcoating it. Them want Google Gaga head and criminal. Patrick down there. Patrick pull out that one out there main vault. Google Gaga head. Oh man. Anyway. I don't know. I'm not feeling so good. So I'm gonna end the live. From last night, I have a look. You know, I look feeling right there, so. I don't like it. But I'm sure I'll have to do. I'll have to look back at this. I need to get that article. I don't know why the Observer removed the article. Anyway, last song, everybody. All the ladies, gentlemen, thank you guys for making it. This post is a big. Yo, look at this. Look at this post, man. It's a monster, man. Only for when I catch them will escape. Get away! Big ass. Too big. And y'all ain't catching no goddamn rats. What's up, man? Look out there and last of that. Can't do and last of that. Can't tell when last of that, bro. CWS rat them big too. Better believe it, people. Me do over on Bolo VNR 2.0. Look more here. No, sir. Me just any live over Bolo VNR. Me know say me gonna start the live like this. 2 way them. Yeah, man, that me gonna do. For true. Me gonna start the live for 2 way them. Makes sense. If I had 3 devices, yeah, big up on yourself, yeah. I feel it's more mental than anything else, though. My mind is not settled. Anyway, the mind goes, the body goes. Man, tell the woman if you wake her ass up and married.
What if you could boost your month?
I was a victim of one of them.
Most people use chat.
Are you coming?
He is free, but he has forgotten how to fly again.
Are you?
Wow. When you are confident with your defense. Okay, that's a boxer right there. Woo! Damn. That cat came out of nowhere and bit that cyclist. Well, you better go on the other side of the road, boy. Better believe it. Ooh, boy, you lucky, boy. Ooh, you lucky, boy. You lucky. That leopard almost got him.
Imagine burglars.
Why do you steal the car? Why?
Stealing cars from South African military.
You're not making. No, you're not making. Don't look at the bench. Don't move. Why you so? No, he can move. He can come to me. You will never get this way. You will see your ass with me.
Okay, good man.
Yo.
Just look at what he's doing. After each time his opponent falls, he walks straight ahead. You might think he's arrogant, but once you see his opponent's pre-fight misdeeds, you won't feel that way. This burly sailor tried to intimidate Massignon from South
I remember
You
that.
guys know how Popeye's chicken got its name? You guys don't know? Seriously. Basically, much of American history, the history is, based in slavery. Basically, the slave masters would instruct the slaves to cook chicken in the big house, right? And, the slaves, they would season it with herbs and spices and stuff. And, the slave masters, they wouldn't like that smell that much. And so they would instruct the slaves when cooking the chicken to open up the doors of the house so the smell would permeate through the house.
1 second, y'all.
And so as the
So now my camera, man, I'm over.
across the plantation, the slaves would be out, the plantations working. Right? And then they would smell. And then they go. The restaurant Popeye's Chicken got its name from how the slaves used to look when they would smell the chicken. You didn't know this, did you? And white people do not repeat this story, okay? This is Baltimore. You won't get Popeyes. You'll get black eyes. Don't say that shit. That's Marcellus. You guys know how Popeye's Chicken got its name? You guys don't know?
Did you know that you can form a New York LLC for $0 plus state fees?
This is the smartest wildebeest I've ever seen. He encountered the lion.
Only 3 minutes of time added on, and now Wamangi Tuka to seal the deal for Stuttgart. It's an absolute gift.
Yo, how did he score that? That's crazy. What else is going on in the news? Let me see. Let me see if there's anything breaking. Big up Nora. Big up Jerry. Big up all the people in the comment. Cool Stars. Thank you guys for the engagement. Yeah, man. Big up on them people there. Big up Mr. Peter Chambers. Shout out to all my new subs, man. Yeah. Shout out to all my new subs, man.
Do you have a choice to have yours different?
Police them come lock up everyone in the family house for the night. Wow. That's what's going on there? That's crazy. Me still I smell patty. That's crazy. Something I go on, brother. Probably the car patty in your bag and you never know.
Of course, he has his political ambitions. Special guest, another special guest, Dr. Devon Taylor. We're going to talk about beach access and the environment. And I'm telling you, people, you're going to be shocked when we tell you about some of the things we found out as far as the environment is concerned and what the government of Jamaica is doing with medical waste.
Where says CW, you are eat patty? CW says never eat patty.
Including body parts. I'm going to be shocked. So stay tuned for that. And then don't forget, Wednesday night, come reason with Ratigan. Dr. Ben and I will be there and we'll be talking. There you go. Thank you.
So guys, the link is pinned to the Magnin petition. So guys, please, those who haven't signed yet, the link is pinned.
Okay. All right. Pastor Ricky, the opportunity is yours to meet and greet your people. Then, of course, we're going to proceed.
Yes, thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Welcome to Mystic Sensation platform. You know, it's a lot of bombshell, revelation, information. Get your notebook, get your pen, get ready. I have my notebook right here. I'm ready to, learn more than what we know. There's so much corruption, criminality going on in the space of Jamaica. And you won't regret listening to all the information that is compiled, put together accurately, verified. One thing they can't do, they can't sue us and they can't debunk what we're saying. They have to keep silent when Sir Byron and Lady Anne-Marie, Mystic Sensation, Sir Ratigan, and myself come on this space, because what we put out is credible information. One thing about Mystic Sensation and Ratigan's platform, Reason with Ratigan, Father Lonesome, Titans and City Hall, Jeffrey Tavares, everybody that's out here. We're putting in the research. We present incredible information. One last point. They say we're trying to bring down Jamaica. We love Jamaica. We pay taxes from foreign into Jamaica. We pay land property, light bill, water bill, you name it. And we send remittances. So we help build Jamaica economy. What we don't like is the corruption and the level of criminality and the propagandas and the lies and the deceitfulness of what's taking place in Jamaica. That's what we're bringing down. Amen.
Thank you for that, Pastor Ricky. Now, Jamaica, let me say this. Now, we have come to the conclusion that the Jamaica Labour Party is a criminal network. And we are going to prove it tonight. Now, we have so-called reputable men amongst the JLP, some of those who are members of parliament, and those who are canvassing to become member of parliament, but have lost what we call their moral compass. Now, when we look on a KC lawyer, like Tom Tavares Finson, who would have concocted a lie and came out on a political rally and disseminate that information to deceive the millions of Jamaican people, both locally and diaspora, we are saying that he had lost his moral compass. A thing that he had planned and deliberately executed. And so then, you have seen for yourself that they care not about Jamaican people, but of course, the illicit enrichment that they are gaining and that they want to protect. Now, where am I going? We have seen Mr. Newton Amos. And let me say to you, Mr. Newton Amos, likewise, we have to put Tom Tavares to shame. Tonight, we are going to put you to shame. We are going to deep dive into your background and show people that you are representing a criminal network and you are within the criminal machinery, and your interest is to protect the status quo of criminality. We are going to prove that tonight. Now, my Jamaican people, you have seen that the Jamaica Labour Party in a conundrum. And let me say this, the Jamaica Labour Party has no interest. Jamaica people, I want you to believe me. You know, last week I said I'm not going to shout. I think I want to measure myself tonight. I want to speak clearly. No shouting, Brother Ortega. I want to measure myself tonight. So my Jamaican people, this is what I'm saying. And Joanna's administration, as a result of their seeds of wrongdoing, the only interest that they have at this general election is to cover it up. They have no interest in terms of building the nation and moving the country forward. Andrew Holness knows very well that if he loses this election, he is going to face the judiciary. What Andrew Holness wanted to do is to create mayhem like a 1980. We are going to prove it. We are going to show you the inner circle of Andrew Holness. The Andrew Holness, James Robertson, Darrell Vaz, Horace Cham. All what they are planning and plotting is to have violence. Amos was used to traffic that violence. Amos was used to try to implicate Damian Crawford. Amos was used as a vehicle, right? Because they want the political violence. Andrew Holness knows that his administration had lost favor with the Jamaican people. And I am calling out the plotters. James Roberts, Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, Horace Cham, they know what you are doing. So then, before I go there and get into the meat of things tonight, let us, present our comrade leader in terms of the vision that the People's National Party have, and Mark Golden, who is parallel to Ibrahim Traore as it relates to where he wants to put Jamaica, where he wants to fight for Jamaica's future. And Mark Golden is going to deliver. My people, let us listen to our comrade, Mark Golden, right? Equal in strength as Ibrahim Traore, honesty and integrity. Let us listen to our comrade leader.
Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide, so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR, it's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent health care for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Right? That is some of the plans that the People's National Party has, right, to unveil when they become the incumbent, right? Now, let us get into the bangarang, right, that unfolds, right, for the week. Right, and the first thing that we want to put up, we want to visit over by Big Mama. Right, Panel, I just want you to just sit back a little and just relax until, you know, I call upon you. You know, we work Vatican, you know, we work authority, right? Jamaica, as I said, that the Jamaica Labour Party is in a conundrum, right? Confusion amongst themselves. We have seen where Delano, Steve Wright, right, and made a 180 degrees turn, right, of not viewing the member of parliament pie. You know what I mean? The senator not really getting the amount of money that he would have wanted, right, as it relates to monthly, you know, being the member of parliament. It's a bigger, you know, beef to fry. And of course, he has his political ambitions. But Thiago came from the grave, my friend, and talked to Steve Wright. Thiago visited him yesterday, and Thiago message to him said, all of a sudden everybody want to turn down. Well, me make you know Steve Wright, that is only one down there, and a hundred wellness. So light a candle and find a way back home. And we have seen Steve Wright, and honored Edward Thiago, who came from the grave, visited him, and saw Steve Wright lit a candle and found him way back home. But there is no unity there. Steve Wright was under duress to do what he had done. So there is no love there. But it's all painted in pretty words and good articulation. And while, of course, the spin machine, right, processing all of that. Let us get into that. Let us get into that and hear what is happening over there.
I gather that Belmont Road, the headquarters of the governing Jamaica Labour Party, was the scene of some tense moments. Yes, tense moments last night when several Labourites turned up there, yeah, to speak to their party officials, principally the General Secretary. And you see the video we have up on our YouTube platform. Several Labourites on the compound of the party's headquarters at Belmont Road, trying to get an audience with the General Secretary, Dr. Horace Chang. And these Labourites, I'm told, We're there to talk about the unresolved candidacy in North Central St. Andrew. Unresolved. That is Carl Samuda's seat. Up until this moment, the Labour Party has not resolved this issue of whether it will be a new candidate or the veteran 83-year-old Carl Samuda will be asked to return. Yeah, and I gather last night, several of the activists, including councillors, mid-tier party workers in North Central St. Andrew, made their way to Belmont Road and were determined to have audience with Dr. Chang. And you see there Dr. Chang speaking with about a dozen of them before allowing them to enter the building, because the Labourites in North Central St. Andrew, North East Manchester, Central Clarendon are concerned, worried that somehow Dr. Chang and or the party leader, Andrew Holness, have unfinished business and it's causing tensions. Yes? There, we were able to get a leaked recording of some of the exchanges at Belmont Road.
Okay, let us go to pastor number 2. Let us go to pastor number 2 before I bring in
Pastor number 2.
the panel.
Mr. Ma'am Delano, C-Rex would actually always take another seat at the time we were double interested. Not saying that, right? Because there's some of discussion. I was not aware now the party is aware. So the one that's really going to say what the party will be offered that seat. They're not interested in going there. And 3 weeks later, got involved with Mr. Samuda. Or at least it became public interest.
Okay, that's better.
That's where it was.
Just for clarification.
Let them just finish it so you have a clear picture of what I'm saying. At that point, discussion became a little bit right? Social media cannot determine what is part of it, right? And a lot of discussion taking place social media. I have discussed with Samuda, I can tell you now this host many Sunday evenings. I can run back.
Mr. Chang, but you tell Mr. Chang said to resign and you come up with Mr. Sam to resign.
Yeah, I
Mr. Chang is there. Come here, tell you what push resign and Mr. Sam short.
Yes,
I want to Mr.
regularly. Right, on a Sunday. You want to that, and we will yeah.
So he didn't say a rural seat, he said a safe seat. Yes, a safe seat. And the party affairs will not be determined by what takes place on social.
Well, take it away. My Jamaican people, I am not even going to get into the narrative as it relates to that so-called argument of a safe seat. But even although they get Delano to make a 180 degrees turn Jamaican people, bitterness still exists. Bitterness still exists. Let us hear what Delano has to say in response of what transpired as it relates to him making that 180 degrees turn, right, in terms of closing out his campaign. Let us hear what Delano has to say.
Good day. I am Delano Silverite. Greetings, my North Central St. Andrew family, and to all Labourites and supporters across Jamaica and in the diaspora. First of all, a big thank you. Thank you for a spirited, people-first campaign that was filled with positive energy, love for community, and genuine commitment to service. The support, the encouragement, and the strength shown have been nothing short of inspiring. Let me say this clearly. No one, absolutely no one, is bigger than the party. And beyond that, no one is bigger than Jamaica. This is why we do what we do, because we choose Jamaica every single time. With that said, and after careful thought and consultation, we will, with immediate effect, suspend our campaign. While the momentum has been incredible, we acknowledge that it is becoming a distraction and giving space to those who seek to create this division and confusion. That is not our mission. We remain committed to unity, discipline, and focus, especially as we work toward a third term that will benefit every Jamaican, young and old, from every walk of life. This pause allows the party, including every delegate and every worker, the breathing room to help determine the future of North Central St. Andrew. a constituency that has been ably led by the Honorable KSAMC, whose legacy, service, and leadership continue to command our deepest respect. To the people of North Central St. Andrew, we are still here for you. This is our home. Our commitment to your well-being, progress, and empowerment does not change. Let us thank our leader, the Most Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, who has shown remarkable judgment, restraint, and steady leadership throughout this entire process. He's an inspirational leader. He achieved the impossible, a rare gem, who encouraged me and many others to think and dream big.
Take him away. Andrew Holness is an inspirational leader. Take him away. Now let me say something to see, right? Because you are now speaking about party unity. So let me ask you, prior to this, and when you decided that you want to canvass, right, for the seat, were you thinking about unity then? We are talking about unity now. That in order, right, to pull forward, right, you have to consider the unity within the party. Then why didn't you think of that before? When you decided to put out a challenge, you should have done that before. But then all of that, we know that is a wash argument. Now let me go to the panel. Now, coming down in the last lap of a general election, Pastor Ricky, the political optics, right, doesn't seem right for the Jamaica Labour Party as it relates to the level of confusion that they're having, right, and unsettledness that permeated the party. Now, what say you as it relates to what has been unfolding there? Because we still know that the Jamaica Labour Party, right, has not fully settled, right, some of those troubled constituencies.
Yeah, thank you. It shows that the Prime Minister lacked leadership. I mean, leading up to the local government election, February 2024, they underestimated the strength and the unity of the People's National Party within the leadership of Comrade Leader Mark Golden. Big up yourself, Comrade Leader Mark Golden. And GenSec, Dr. Dayton Campbell. Big up yourself, Dr. Campbell. Remember, from 2022, when Don Anderson polls showed that Comrade Leader Mark Golden was down 13% in the polls. And within a two-year period swing leading up to the local government election, there was a 22% or 23% swing around where he now is up 9 percentage points above the incumbent government and the Jamaica Labour Party. If the Prime Minister was a real chess player, after the local government election, he would have started preparing for the general election. But his incompetency led him to start getting into semantics and theatrics and gimmicks and foolishness about whether Mark Golden was born in Jamaica, and all of these crazy things. His dual citizenship, where his father is from England, so by descent, he automatically become a British citizen. That Section 39 of the Constitution it's allowable, it's permissible for him to serve in the Parliament because England is the mother of the Commonwealth countries. But they wasted from the local government election all the way till June.
Michelle, what?
The beginning of hurricane season.
Michelle, what's going on, Michelle? Big up Johnson, Miss Michelle Johnson, Karen, I see you. Big up on yourself. Hey, Karen, me not look on your name, me just look on the emoji them I put on my nose say you. We say, sir, you make teeth in Andrew and Chang bully you after you had such a big chat. No. You don't even believe what you're saying. Yeah, it's true. If you go, I'm not lie, him Delano, to me, this is my opinion. He decided to challenge Andrew, and then, I don't know who talked to him, but you don't make a move because the video when put out the day. Remember the video when put out the day? And I think it was Holy Thursday or something like that. Yeah, and he put out an ad in the public. I think when Chang did announce that KSAMC resign, I think they did the same thing to them. They didn't communicate with them. A disrespect for disrespect. That's what I think happened. Yeah, man, a disrespect for disrespect. People, 45 watching, can you guys just double tap the screen for me, please? And hit the like button. Is it that hard to hit the like button, guys? I don't think it's that hard. Yeah? I don't think it's that hard, man. Yeah, me feel like say at that one still. You know? One on charge.
Reason, that's when they stopped talking about his dual citizenship. So they wasted precious time that they couldn't retrieve. And then Beryl came the following month, disaster. We know the story. The economy continued to tank, and now we're in a recession. Moving forward, what this show also is that Delano is a betrayer along with the People's National Party, because he got the people excited and motivated when he threw his hat into the ring. And this is show you how the Jamaica Labour Party is and their government is. They're quick to abandon you and then turn. Because the people went out, Sir Byron and Lady Anne-Marie and Sir Rattigan and everyone in the chat. The people were energized in that constituency. They were out protesting in the heat and the sun. Even last night, they went directly to Belmont Road and request a meeting with their general secretary, the criminal Chang, who should be in prison. And today he did an about face. So it shows you that if they're not loyal to their own supporters and party, they will not be loyal to the people of Jamaica. And we see that repeatedly, time and time and time. This government is an uncaring government. I don't care about Delano. I don't care about the Jamaica Labour Party, but we can discern, because we have the gift of discerning of spirit, that this party is about themselves. The Prime Minister is a coward. He's very fearful because he's about to get overthrown in his party. So he's positioning people that will support him when their party lose the general election. But it's unfair for Delano to juice up his constituency members and have them go out fighting for him and protesting, arguing, pleading his case why he should be the representative of their constituents, and then them turning about face and abandon them. They are a party that, if they can abandon their own, my fellow Jamaicans, we have seen for the last 9 years how they have abandoned you. It's all about self-interest. Councillor Joyce said it best. Them sit on the 8 year filling their craw. We see how the Prime Minister cannot explain his wealth to the Integrity Commission. His lawful income cannot justify his asset. We see the lies he told on his statutory declarations. When we investigated, Sir Byron did a great job on that. When we go back to 2018, 2019, and 2020, they left off asset that's pertinent information from his statutory declaration. Those declarations should be uncertified. And now he has 4 years, because 2024 will not be certified. He's disqualified for being Prime Minister. So I'm just saying this to say that they use people. The Jamaica Labour Party used people. Now, whether he was under duress or whether he looked into himself and like the prodigal son and came to consciousness and said, well, I will arise and just step back, it's up to him. But guess what? He threw his hat to the ring. So now it's either Samuda come back or the president of the Senate, son, Little Tavares, Christopher, take the reins and run. But if he run, that's going to cause more disenfranchisement in the constituents, because the people say they didn't want him to begin with. So in my estimation, in my analysis, it appears Samuda is going to come back. But he's in diapers, no disrespect to seniors. I mean, the man can hardly walk. You have to know when to exit the stage. You have to know when your time. Oh, the greatest sprint running legend in the history of Jamaica said, but up on top, I win enough gold medal, represent Jamaica enough Olympics, a time for me exit the stage and pass the baton to another youngster. This man is still there at age 83. I mean, what can he do to help the people? We have a different movement in Jamaica right now. The People's National Party is a different People's National Party from previous administration of the People's National Party. No disrespect to Norman Manley. No disrespect to the greatest Prime Minister, Michael Manley, in my estimation. No disrespect to Prime Minister PJ, who laid a digital transformation foundation in Jamaica. No disrespect to Mama P, who also came and built on all of that. But this is a different People's National Party now, a party that is united. And as I said before, last point, when Jamaica is a PMP country. The People's National Party base is huger and larger than the Jamaica Labour Party. The only reason, and when the Jamaica Labour Party win,
is when we stay home. And I say we because I'm a Michael Manley, it's a proud socialist. A socialist on a food. Is when we stay home. But when we not stay home and we are revived, energized, and you know, we unite, them can't beat it. So guess what? Right now, it not care if Delano stay or go. It not care if Samatu stay, Samuda stay or go. It not care if Christopher stay or go. It no matter who them have in other constituents. Them not go win. No Jamaica Labour Party seat is safe at this minute. Now, exactly. Prime Minister seat is safe. As much criminality that we are exposed on other bloggers and social media influencers and content creators and those in the space like Sir Ratty gonna beat them every Saturday and Father loads them every day and everybody Bolo and Anissa Belrose and everybody Jay Stevenson.
Hold on, Pastor just called me name a while ago. Pastor said Bolo. Wait, big up Pastor. I'm not even listen to this. Yo, General Star. Hey, respect for the shout out, my general.
Everybody I beat them, Context Mother Isaac, Buchanan, everybody. So the amount of exposure them I get, them not GLP seat myself. Don't make them fool enough. Them party are dismantled, it's in disarray, and that's how they're gonna go out. And when the forensic audit takes place, enough of them are go to prison. I will say it again, the Prime Minister will be the first Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica to go to prison, and a lot of his MPs, Permanent Secretary, Cabinet Secretary, Councillor, the whole of them are go to prison behind and him alone.
All right, well said, and you have said it all, Pastor Ricky. Brother Rattigan, as it relates to, I mean, the final stretch, right, of, you know, the general election, might be the next month, the next 2 months, the next 3 months. By September, of course, they have to decide. And what you are seeing now, the confusion is rolling out. How does it look for the political optics, Brother Rattigan?
Well, you know, my theme song is open up your eyes and see for yourself. And as my brother Tigo reminded me today that it's not just the physical eye, it's also this, the noggin.
May I tell you, Mary, my large.
Process what?
My large, Mary, my large. Me never know Mr. Large. Mighty God, they must set me up. They must start praying me now. What a piece of bangarang. Look Bolo. Well, me not look still, but you know what I mean. Me not big neither in terms of YouTube.
You're seeing, right? It's almost like when you're listening, process what you're listening to. Because a lot of times, what you're seeing is not exactly what's going on. Here's why. The Prime Minister made it abundantly clear to us that he has technology on his side, that him know to find people, and so if you go back to that he has the technology to know to find people, you have to assume that he knows how to listen to people. And I think everybody knows on the panel and in the chat when we are talking about.
Yeah.
It has come to my attention that the Prime Minister is using this technology on his own people, so that he actually knows what's going on. Ooh. And think about this. He put this gentleman Sivrite in the Senate this year, along with our editor in private, right? And you have to think why. I mean, you just don't put people in these positions. There's a reason. It's my understanding that he put Sivrite here precisely for this reason. He doesn't want Sivrite to take a seat because there are only a few open slots, and they have handpicked people already for those slots. But Sivrite is a very ambitious fellow. Too ambitious or too big for his britches. So he get the seat this year. You get the seat. A few months ago, you get the seat. And all of a sudden, he decide, no, I want to run.
I know what?
The MP.
Antagonist.
The blessings of the people that he needs to have blessed him. So they have to rein him in. So what you saw tonight, was somebody who was whipped, somebody who was lashed, somebody who was taken to the outhouse and put his proper place. This wasn't him just getting up and saying, hey, you know what, I think it was a bad idea. No, this was somebody forcing him to accept that it was a bad idea. And you listen to the nonsense that he said about unity and about the Prime Minister being
pure nonsense. Yes.
About, people are trying to create dissension in the party. He knows the people are trying to create dissension in the party. So this foolishness that he's talking about, people don't believe this nonsense. The other thing is, he mentioned about leadership. But here is something that he knows. We know, everybody knows, the Prime Minister. You cannot associate leadership with the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
No. You cannot associate leadership with him. It's a disservice to the world. Yeah, you can't do that. And he knows that behind the Prime Minister's back. You can hear things when they talk about the Prime Minister. They want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
The problem is that they don't have a long bench. They don't, who they're going to select? If they say we'll get rid of him now, who they're going to put? Who they're going to put up? Who? Tom Tavares Simpson? Bobby? Mr. Chang?
No.
Who they're going to put up? Yeah. Although the Minister Tufton, he's trying to develop his own little corner within the party because he's hoping that at some point he'll be tapped to take over the leadership. And that was the plan. That was the plan all along, but he failed miserably over at the ministry.
Yes.
He failed miserably, and he continues to fail miserably. And everybody can say that. That's why you have to use the head. You can use the eyes and see what's going on. You know, the man is a colossal failure. So they don't have a deep bench, so they have to keep the Prime Minister. No, think about it. When somebody like Delano Silva will say the Prime Minister is an inspirational leader, you have to say this man here, even if his own people, and I'm preaching to them now, you cannot trust him either.
Yeah,
no, you can't trust him. Because if you come out and say that, and you know, and people, you've heard it many times, and you heard it tonight. You heard it from Lord Byron and you heard it from Pastor Ricky. The corruption that's at the feet of this man.
Yes.
28 bank book, Westcon investigation, statutory declaration investigation, Wycliffe Close investigation, and all the things that he's responsible for. When I say responsible for, every single act of corruption the Prime Minister is responsible for, people. He cannot escape responsibility, and you know why? Because every single one of them people are committing corruption, and he put them there.
Oh yes.
He put them there. He can't run from that.
That's right.
Unit Petrojohn, Royal Reed and the crew over there, so Ministry of Health and the crew over there, so Ministry of National Security, people, wherever you find corruption, just take my word for it. Take my word for it. The Prime Minister is responsible because all of these ministers and all of these junior ministers, he is the one who selected it. Exactly, handpicked. So, listen, I just want to give a big shout out to the PNP YO because I've been saying that where are they? I don't hear from them. And they put out an article today that was beautiful. The article that showed that, hey, this Prime Minister come out and say that we don't borrow. And I'm past already thank you because actually I'm using it to me first. But if they do a list, the only thing they need to do is show where he borrowed those money from. You know, they didn't put that. They need to put that, whether it's IMF or IDB or whatever. Yeah, yes.
The American Interdevelopment Bank and the Caribbean Development.
Yeah, well, they need to put that. They should put that inside. And the other thing they need to put inside it is put the citation, so that if somebody wanted to go and look at it themselves, somebody says, "Not million people." They go and you say, "Okay, here is where you need to go and find it." You know, here's where you need to go and find. And of course, you know, the 750 million during the COVID period. That you know that go already. So my Byron never sit back and listen to the thing, but that's what I contribute to all that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Favorite Minister Karen.
We build it, we're going to stay with it, and we're going to fix it even better. We build it, we're going to stay with it, and we're going to fix it even better than it is. Thank you.
Now, I don't think we should have spent any time on foolishness.
The music.
Right, that is an old traffic, an old vehicle. You understand, running down the road with all four tires. So, we are not going to spend any time with it. Now let us move.
That was about the whole vehicle. The whole vehicle said that the Anna took the while and just, you know, it have 200 just one alone, the fee on. But here's the thing. The man.
People make any life, coming on a good signal, I say no. And plus, some local music are playing in the background. Look up on yourself. Alright, I'm out.